Hey guys, this is the video on white hat methods. I already have gone over some of this stuff, but some of the stuff I missed, so I wanted to redo it. So let's talk about citations. Citations are like name, address, business, phone numbers. Basically, that's what it is. Where I get them is I go to Fiverr, and I have some certain people that I get the citations from. They'll deliver within 24 hours generally. It's pretty decent for $5. I mean, what do you expect, you know? There's this website that I've gone to, and I'll show you the website after I do this part of it. He is a little bit more expensive, but they're more professionally done than how Fiverr is, which is why I've tried him. I have a list of business citations that I will upload into the Facebook group. There's about 40 of them, maybe. I usually have just like a VA do it. It's, pretty easy to do them. Once all your citations are made, whether you're doing with a Fiverr, whether you're doing with this business listings that I'm going to give, just pull all the citations out, like the URLs, and go make some projects into GSA or Money Robot or, SE-Nuke, SidWire, some place that you can build links to the citations. That's going to help them get indexed. It's going to help them build up power, which is going to funnel up through to your money site or to your YouTube video. I've done citations for YouTube videos before, and it works perfectly fine. So I don't think there's a lot of people that do citations for YouTube videos, but at some point you're going to hit a wall, and you're not going to be able to move the website or the video up anymore, regardless, doesn't matter what kind of links you're going to make. If you're just doing GSA, at some point you have to add something else in. And then that's why I do the citations. The next one is social postings. So once I have my YouTube videos made, and once they're in Money Robot and in GSA, I always go to pin interest. I always make 200 pins. I always make 200 repin. So what I do is I go to Fiverr, I order a pin, a repin gig. So I pin the first one on my own board, which is, the YouTube video, and then I send the Fiverr guy the pin that I want to be repinned. I always send about 150 to 200 pins. It always works. It's like amazing. It can go from page 3 to page 1 with just the pins itself. I also do Twitter, and so I will go to a rethemed Twitter account that has page authority, and I will post something like, hey guys, look at this, video on AC repair, Miami, Florida. And then I'll post the URL on the Twitter status. And then I will go to Fiverr and have it retweeted. So I have it retweeted about 800 to 1,000 retweets, something like that. It does not work as good as pins work, but it definitely can bring in traffic and definitely can help bring authority to your YouTube video and your YouTube channel. With StumbleUpon, I don't use it a heck of a lot, but I use it with SidWire, and I've used it with FCS. So, go for it. That's going to help authority ship again. It's going to help get some more traffic. It's going to help. Sometimes just a couple of these things helps it boost from like number 8 to number 6. So just little things help like that. Imager, I love that site. You can post out tons of photos with the URL of the video or the money site. I use tools that are from blackcattools.com. You also can do comments with Imager, which I do comments. I do more like related, so I'll find stuff on AC Repair, and then I'll just comment out to there and have a link back to the YouTube video. That really has helped. If I have hit that wall again, if I can't get things to move, definitely give that a try. It also helps with some traffic sources too. And then the almighty Facebook. Obviously, you want to have different accounts You don't want to be posting out Facebook videos to your friends. So I have a lot of different fake accounts, and I post out videos every time I make one to a Facebook account. And that gets it indexed. And it also, if it's, I always do a share on all accounts too. So like I have 500 accounts, then each account will do a share. And then I have, you can use tools to do that too. And it brings in traffic. And you're not going to get like a AC repair video going viral or anything, but it definitely helps for SERPs. For the embeds, I've already uploaded the FCS file of where you want to put your embeds and where the ones you want to stay away from. And you really want to stay away from just because they do banning, they're excessively banning, they're stripping out the links. I don't like PDF ones. I think I added the PDF ones in there that are like you'd have to click on it and then click on something else, and they're there, but like Google's not going to see them, and I don't want to waste credits on them. The file with embeds kind of always change. You kind of always have to update that file. I update it every few months. You just have to go and check your links and see if there is an embed or if they broke the code or, stuff like that. Rank Gold is a product that was released in January by Derek Pierce. Rank Gold has his own domains, but you're posting on subdomains of domains that he has either like purchased or rented out or has contracts through. It's very much like having your own Web 2.0 network, because Web 2.0, as everyone knows, is subdomains. So it's kind of really how it works. Is the reason why I like Rank Gold for embeds is that these domains are not banning you. They're not, like some of the blogs, like I Love Blog, the URL structure is wrong, but you just have to go back in and then change the structure and it works right. So that's, if you want to stay away from stuff like that and stuff like banning, Rank Gold is the one to use. You can upload your own domains. You can upload subdomains. He has a credit system. I use it for all of the videos that I have. I also am using SidWire. SidWire does embeds. I'm fairly new to SidWire, so I'm, checking it out still, but it still has the same Web 2.0s, like LiveJournal, Blogger, WordPress. So a lot of the same ones that FCS has, but it's not based on a credit system. I have the lifetime version, so I can post out all day long. I was talking to a guy today. He said he bought it 3 weeks ago, and he's already posted out 35,000 embeds. And he said this SidWire is like the bomb for videos, which is the bomb for videos because it's embeds. If you weren't doing embeds, it wouldn't be the bomb. So it's really about doing the embeds. So anything that you can get to do the embed is what program you want to use. Then there's Money Robot. Money Robot definitely does embeds. They're a little bit more difficult for indexing, and I really think that it's just because he has different web properties in there. What I do is once the jobs are done or the campaigns are done in Money Robot, then I send them over to GSA, and then I'll run a couple hundred links to those web properties and get them indexed. And then once they're indexed, then, I'll either stop or I'll send more links. It kind of depends upon what the project is doing. And then Zenaposter, if you buy ZP templates, I think it's called, they have templates that you can do embeds on, and you can make your own templates in Project Maker. It's basically iMacros is a little bit more difficult, so what I always did is hire someone on Odesk to make a template for me, or on Zenaposter's forum, which is a little bit more difficult because there's a little bit I mean, if you have someone who speaks English, it's okay, but you're still going to be on a different time zone. So that's why I always went to some place like Odesk to have them make them for me. The secret places to help bring in traffic. You know, the obvious ones that I haven't listed is like Facebook, Twitter, Imager, Stumble Upon, you know, like the social aspect of it. But the other way is to go and buy auctions or auction domains that are related to your money site. So like GoDaddy, Namecheap, ones like that. You can also look for expired domains in that sense, as long as they're related to your money site. What I do is I go to SEMrush and see if they have previous traffic. So I want a domain that still has like traffic sources. And you still can find a lot of them in GoDaddy auctions that are current that have traffic. And I always look to see what kind of keywords they're ranking for. So once I buy a GoDaddy auction, you know, it's related to my money site. I don't do this randomly. It's 100% related to my money site. I 301 that auction domain to my own money site, and I pop up an AdSense block on there also for extra income. So I'm just like, basically like I'm baiting out the traffic. Like they think they're going to this one domain, but really they're going to be forwarded to my domain. It works really good. I know that some people in other groups have been doing this, and they're making well over $300 to $400 a day on AdSense. But the hard part is actually finding the related sites to your the related domains to your money site that have the traffic. So it's, you know, it's grunt work. You have to go and look at to see if it's even getting traffic. But once you do find some, I mean, it's easy money then. The PBN tricks, basically, you know, I used to buy a lot of auction domains, and I used to spend some big time money, $300 to $400 per domain, which was crazy to buy it like that. But back in the day, that's kind of what you did. You really didn't have a lot of crawlers, but now everyone is crawling out with crawlers. The best crawler by far that I have used is the Lazarus crawler. It was made by Kurt Schelling, and I think I said his last name wrong, but it was close. It's like about $300, which seems a lot, but the crawler will pull in stats from Moz, from Majestic. It'll write to the file of what's expired. It will scrape anything like wikis. It will scrape Fox News, CNN. It'll, you know, it's totally awesome. I'll show you guys the crawler. I finally got it to work. I was having a problem putting the URL in, but I think I figured it out now. The other place that you can go to look at is Register Compass. That's like $40 a month, somewhere close to that. It's a little bit more expensive than what I would want to pay for just seeing expired domains. And then the next one is expireddomains.net. That's a free service. But the only thing with those two, Register Compass and expireddomains.net, is that they're like current drop domains. The Lazarus crawler will actually find domains that have been dropped, you know, several years ago if you have the right seed list. That's why I like the crawler. And no one else is finding these domains unless they have the same kind of seed list as you do. The other thing that I do for PBNs is the Web 2.0 embed network. You can still do it as a regular network. I make it my own embed network. So I use things like WordPress, Blogger, Tumblr, Rebel Mouse, soup.io, any good Web 2.0 property that has some power to it. I put it in an embed network, and I'll just blast it out. And I'll blast it with like FCS or SidWire or Rank Gold. It's cheap. They're free. I mean, you can't like go wrong with that. And then the next one is WikiLinks. Basically, you use the crawler to find expired domains that have a wiki link back to the domain. You can either use a Wayback Explorer to download the old HTML files and put it back up as original content, and you just drop your link to your PBN or your money site, however you're going to use it. Or you can retheme the expired domain into your own PBN. It works well like this. Both of them work really because you have the wiki links. I mean, you can have wiki links that have like Fox News. You can have, CNN. You can I scraped wiki and I had like well over 500,000 domains that I could have registered for $12. So, you can either just scrape it big time and then filter it out, or you can try to scrape it with keyword rich. So, I will show you the crawler first. So it's called Lazarus Crawler. You go to your input, and the test is where my seed is where I would put it. You open it into a text file, and so you don't put HTTP because it doesn't work right. So you would put like foxnews.com, cnn.com. I do this wiki like that .org wiki. And then I have the EN, because if I don't have the EN, then I'm actually going to get stuff like Chinese and Japanese and all of this other language that I don't want. I only want English. And then I would save it, and then we'll go start the crawler. And then this is where it's going to output to. And he updates this quite often. So test is the file that has the URLs I want it to scrape. I'm doing 5 deep, 50 threads, connection timeout of 30. If I wanted to do a forced restart, that means like if I had to stop the crawler for whatever reason, I could force it to restart. And if I have a list of domains and I only want to check to see if they are expired, which is what I do a lot, then I would click that. But I'm going to be actually crawling now. So let's hit start. And it always analyzes it because it thinks that it has a virus when it really doesn't have a virus. And validates the license, and then it does a sync. It takes a couple minutes for this, so I'm just going to let her... Oh, there it goes. So it says Web 2.0 disabled, Moz is enabled, Majestic is disabled, syncing data, export data, Dyna.api, and the Namecheap API. And then it says done, and now it's going. So queued, crawled. So the first number means queued. Second number is how many it's crawled. This number is how many threads it's doing. So it's found 1,600 domains. 13 of them checked. 0 are available so far. Let it run for a few minutes and see if we can. So we put in output. So this, you see that test is once there's domains, then it'll be in this test file. And these are just like database files. You don't want to delete those. So you can see it works really, really fast. It just sometimes, takes a little bit to get some actual domains in there that we can go in hand and register. So I'm going to let this run for a while, and then I'll come back and unpause it once there's some domain. Okay guys, so this is the file that was basically outputted. I filtered it and took out the columns that I personally don't care about. So these are the only ones that I really look at. So it gave me the URL that was expired, It gave me the page authority and the domain authority. It gives me the wiki link to go and actually see if the wiki link is still there, which it is, otherwise it wouldn't be listed in there. The referring domains on the actual URL, the IP address, the Class C subnets, the trust flow on this domain, and the citation flow on this domain. This crawler is like flipping the bomb. I mean, I get domains all the time now by doing it this way. I don't even go to the other places. I don't go to a domain broker anymore. I'm registering these domains for $12. You guys can't beat that. And for me, what I'm doing is I am just putting a WordPress blog back on them, and then I just make it into an embed network, and I'm just posting my embeds on them, really. And I was going to check if I can get a discount for the crawler. I'll try to do that today and see if he can give me one for the Q&A webinar. I also wanted to show you the citation places. So this is the website, Qzx900. The prices are $219 for 30 business, 15 video, 15 photo, and promotion, which is pretty good because the Fiverr gigs are not even close to the quality of these. So if you actually have a business website or like a client or something, I would charge them this $219 and just have them do it. And they do the citation promotion also, which is a darn good deal. If you want to do it with Fiverr, just put in citations there. I have used this business support, and I've used local SEO guys. They're normally who I would go with. I think I've used this guy too. What's his name? Maybe him. But if you just click on citations, and then I filter by the highest rating, and then I'll just try them out. If they're good, then I'll just keep on using them. And I'll upload my citation list also. What I also do with all my videos, I order one of these gigs for each of my videos is $5. He goes and makes these links, basically they're Web 2.0's profile type links, and like Amazon, Adobe, IBM, Apple, Microsoft. They're really good links, and they've helped me. Sometimes they've helped me go from like number 4 to number 2. So I mean, this guy BL Boss, he's really good. He's got some really good gigs, so I definitely would look at him, getting him. Even if you don't do the citations and you don't want to do this price, and you do the citations, then you're probably going to want to order one of these gigs too. So that pretty much covers everything that I wanted to cover, and we'll see you guys in